Zai Jackson here with 36 Vision TV, and today we are here with, is it just Guch? Or
it's just Guch. TG represents my movement, which is Track Gang Entertainment.
Okay, sweet. So, I asked that because our Instagram, so why don't you go ahead and drop that for her?
For all my social media platforms, y'all can follow me on Guch, GUCH_TG. That's for Twitter, Instagram, all social media.
Everywhere, all platforms. Cool. So, awesome. Well, so coming in, I want to ask you a little bit about your origin story because you are New Orleans native, right?
Definitely.
But you've been here in Houston for about how long now?
I think probably like 10 years now, 10, 11, 12.
So were you?
Wow.
Because I wanted to ask, are you a Hurricane Katrina evacuee?
Yes,
or okay? Oh, right. So yeah, that was a little bit longer ago than that, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I went to LSU, I was calling it too.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, so how do you feel like? Well, do you remember that experience at all? Is there? I mean, how was it to be trying to get out of there?
Well, for me, I'll never forget the experience. I didn't have trouble necessarily getting out of there because I found out about it like at the dead last minute and enough time to make it out. However, my mother, which is stubborn as a rock, she didn't leave. So I was on the phone with her like when the hurricane hit and then it just went out. So it's like I went out like 4 or 5 days without not knowing if my mom was dead, alive, anything, you know what I'm saying? Like total no communication whatsoever. And then when I did finally hear from her, she was way in Ohio somewhere. So it was crazy.
Yeah, so she ended up on one of those like kind of random evacuation buses where they're just taking people out. They don't care where they end up. Yeah, because and I remember that happening to a lot of my classmates too, where they had people where everybody was so displaced. So that was scary. But well, cool. We're glad that you found your way over here to this side. And so, how do you feel like Houston's been treating you thus far as your home?
I get a lot of love, man. It sounds like, you know, I wish I could get more, you know, to be more accepting of me, but, you know, I'm not a Houston native, but this is my new home, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. And so you say you wish you had more acceptance. So are you speaking from a like a personal or professional standpoint, maybe both?
Professional. I mean, it's like I have trying times to where when certain things are going on and you speak about the artist that's putting in work in the city, I'm always usually left out or like, you know, somebody has to mention me, hey, don't forget about Guch. And to be honest, I don't think it's necessarily personal, like someone don't personally like me. I just feel like because I'm not from here, it's one of those mentality, we not going to let you blow up before our own type, you know what I'm saying?
And yeah, that could be tricky, but hopefully we all just learn to embrace talent wherever it comes from.
Exactly.
And if they're trying to rep the colors, let them rep the effing colors.
You know what I'm saying?
Let them rep the colors if they want to be down, people. Dadgummit. Well, anywho, so life things. Let's go into what do you like to do? You know, just who is Guch in that way? So aside from recording and doing music, because that's the artist go-to.
Yeah.
You know, I make music for fun. So what do you really do for fun?
Man, I'm a like rock on the outside, but like real soft marshmallow on the inside. So on the regular, I'm out doing something with my team, like showing them my appreciation. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not taking them out to eat, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my girl, my biggest supporter. Like, you know, we going out on dates or something like that. I'm real family oriented, even though I'm not close with my biological family. That's probably why, but I'm doing something. I'm giving back. I'm doing something for somebody else.
For sure. So that you love to do for others.
I want to help it.
Yeah, for fun. That's pretty awesome. That's a new one. I've never heard that, but that's pretty dope. And the fact that, you know,
good in the bad.
I can see how that could be bad too. But you know, taking care of your people can never be bad. You know, it's just on them to be bad, whether they're gonna try to take advantage of your kindness or not. So you know, stop biting the hands that feed you, people.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Stop it. It's not cool. Anywho, so we're giving it all away for fun. Well, that's awesome. I really like that. So, I mean, are there any like fun facts since you say you're hard on the outside and soft in the middle? That leaves a lot of room for interesting things.
Like, I'm kind of weird, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those, what they would say, stud females that I'm not ashamed about anything about myself, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I like to be myself. Like, I might, you know, I dress this way because it's how I'm comfortable. I like swag, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I look dope this way, but my soul is like very feminine. Like, I don't like dishes. I feel like it's icky. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff inside of there that came off the plate, I don't want it to touch my hands. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me on that? Like, no, I haven't washed the dish in like decades. Like, I will not touch it. So a lot of people don't really just know that about me. Like, I'm very picky, so to say, what they would say, fancy in my own little feminine, hey girl, wait type. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, some people like, they might be like, oh, what's up, you know, I'm sorry, sir, or girl, what, you know, they try to not offend me, but I'm a woman, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a man. I enjoy being a woman. Like, you cannot say you thought I was a man. Like, I got a banging ass body. Yeah. Like, you're not gonna even go there. Right. You feel me? So
don't try to play me. Yeah,
like, exactly. I feel like I want to try to inspire other people to be the true them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be labeled or feel you have to, you know, act a certain way to fit in. Like, just be you. You know, all around the board.
Absolutely. Yeah, because, you know, and that's something that, you know, I think about as a woman, and just in this whole like spectrum of life, and this whole, you know, movement as far as, you know, other sexual orientations and things of that nature. And there's this whole like thing about like not wanting to identify with the gender right now. Right. And, you know, I was interested to know like how you felt about that, you know, most specifically, because, you know, you are kind of what you just touched on.
Right. In all actuality, I don't knock those that don't want to identify themselves as a female or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because I understand why, you know what I'm saying, when, especially like stud rappers, when you hear them on the track, like, oh, they dope, boo, 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 who that is, that's a girl, you know what I'm saying, they ideal, they perception, everything immediately changes. So someone be like, oh, I'm not a girl, I'm not a man, I'm me, you know what I'm saying? So I understand and I sympathize with them. However, I'm a woman. Right. You gonna call me a woman? You know what I'm saying? You can't address me as Guch, say ma'am. Right. You feel me? Other than that, like, you know, I don't knock them that choose not to identify themselves as such. I just feel like that's not for that's not everybody. So I want those that are like me that dress comfortable, because I don't say I dress like a man, I dress comfortable, you know what I'm saying? You know, the stores just choose to have a male section and a woman section, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. But I dress comfortable, you feel me? For those that's like me, I want them to know that you don't have to, you know, like, be this macho or make your voice deep when you're around people to just be yourself, you feel me? Your clothes don't define you are who you are, straight up.
Can you one more time to directly to them,
you know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nothing in this world define you. Be who you are. If you weird, be weird. Shoot. For sure. That's what's making money nowadays.
Yeah. So if you like it, don't feel pressured. That's the point.
Right.
Like, if you don't want to identify, then that's true, you don't. But if you do, then be courageous enough to do that. I love it, Guch. Thank you so much for that. Right. So yeah, and getting into, you know, I guess staying on topic but kind of switching a little bit of gears. I was listening to one of your freestyles, and I caught a line where you were saying that, you know, something about, you know, your father not being present, and that may be a reason that you don't trust men. I mean, do you feel like that had anything to do with how you developed in your sexuality or lived just the way you are, period?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a strong possibility. You know what I'm saying? I don't live my life around it, like trying to go figure out if that's the case, or if I fix that, maybe I won't like females. I don't do all that. I just do what I do. But it might have a strong place, because a lot of females that I've encountered with, you know, befriended or whatever, they've all been through certain type of neglect or abuse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, is that why? You feel me? I don't know. It is what it is. I don't have no complaints in it. For sure. But I also have a very rocky, close to none of a relationship with my mother as well. However, she's been in my, you know, she's in my life. However, that's just where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely say that would have a lot to do with how I am, because I I've never really just learned how to just be feminine, so
right.
I can't just say, I spent a lot of time with my mom in the department stores or playing and make. I ain't do none of that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
The heel thing, I can't do it. If I could, I would, because I feel like I pass all you females up. If you know you can't touch me, just be lucky. But you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I can't say that I won't be in the nine and say no. That does take a big effect on a person's life, their home base.
Absolutely.
You feel me? When it starts at home, we have a lot to do with where that child will grow up in life. And I'm not going to say that's what it's going to tell them what they're going to be, but it will have a lot to do with their mental state. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, so all in all, be mindful of what you're doing and what you got going on in front of your children and in relationship to your children, because that is going to be a part of how they think when they get older, for sure. We touched on, your origin and how you got here, and then, how you've come into yourself. So now let's switch gears a little bit and talk about some of these current events we've got going on in our lives. And we're going to start with the old school versus new school feud. We got kind of many going on here in the city. So how do you feel about that?
I'm kind of like in the middle. It's like, I agree with the artists when they say, I don't know who it was, but it was like maybe Slim Thug shouldn't have said what he said. Not what he said, but the way he said it.
Right.
However,
I think that was J-Dog.
Yeah. But I haven't checked J-Dog's out yet. But I don't. It was. I don't remember exactly who it was, because it was the whiners outweighed the people who had some bad to say. But
for sure.
I don't know. It's like, I feel like they looking for too much out of him. You know what I'm saying? I get some of us like, we're not looking to be signed. We just looking for you to show a little love. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And I understand why they like, hey, if you're not gonna do your part, then get the hell out the way. I get it. However, they gotta understand. They missed the key word he said in there. He said, I'm an independent artist. He wanted them to know, I'm still an artist. Mm-hmm. With that being said, if you were in his shoes, what you do, what you're asking him to do, if you're still a current artist, still trying to push your music, still trying to be relevant in this clearly new era of music that you really don't even fit in anymore, what you do for Slim Thug, what you're asking him to do for you, you know what I'm saying? And I thought about it. No, I'm not posting that slow, loud, and banging shit on my page. We don't listen to that no more. So, you know what I'm saying? Would I post something that he got right now? If I would, it would probably just to make, if I'm not in it, I don't see no point in posting it. So you gotta kind of like put yourself in his shoes, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do feel like they could show a little more love to the artists that are putting in work, not just artists that's from your side of town, but at the same time, that's what it's in now. You know what I'm saying? When you go back to the hood and you lift your people. You don't go back to the city and lift them people. You go back to your hood. So I feel like they can't knock that man for doing what they would do if they was in his shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's just being real. It just feel a certain way because they not in his shoes, which is like he said. I don't feel like they hating on him. Because if you ask me, they don't got nothing to hate on him about.
Right.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? They just looking like, hey, you know what? Instead of you making them feel bad, you know what? Just take that same dude who was talking, post him on your page. Tell him you happy now, little baby. You know what I'm saying? You feel better. Let him see for himself that it's not even gonna do nothing for him. Because Slim Thug fan base is totally not. That's them people. They don't even live in this new generation of people. So it ain't really gonna do much for you anyway. He's still trying to get his own music to a whole other platform that everybody's trying to get to. They can't knock him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Word. Hey. There's Guch's take on it. So next current event, this rash of chain snatch. Where do you stand on that? I see you got a nice chain yourself.
Yeah, man. You hear me? Work my ass off for it too. It's real too. Like, I had this situation at Club Diablo Loco, you feel me? And this dude, the first time he seen me, he was like, man, I like that chain. You got swag shirt. I'm like, appreciate it, thank you. You know what I'm saying? He came back like in the middle of the night. Man, looking dead at my chain. Man, I like that chain. So at the second time, I didn't even say thank you. Now I'm on alert mode. You feel me? I was on alert mode when you told me the first time, but cool, Come back the third time, hey, shorty, hey, say that shit. Like, say, you know what? Don't even must tell me shit no more for the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, I ain't mean no. I say, yes, you did. Mm-hmm. Because you can't be that drunk that you don't remember telling me this shit 2 times before. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, it's more so like, ain't nothing cute about it. Mm-hmm. It's weak. It shows you a broke, lame, lazy person that don't want to get up and go get it yourself. You don't look like you a gangster because you run around snatching people chains. Try snatching mine, you gonna meet your fucking maker. Straight up. That's how I feel.
That's word.
Shit. It's weak. It's weak, man.
It is super weak though. It looks weak. It does look weak. There's nothing strong about going to try to take something from somebody else. First of all, let's be.
Who invented it? You know? Where did it start? Like, where did it come from? Like, for people to run around, snatch the chain, and then put it up on social media, like, oh, I snatched this chain. Okay, cool. Like, it don't even mean shit to a person if it's real. Because if they afford one, they're gonna buy another one. But what is that doing for you?
Yeah, insurance covers that. You know, especially when you got something worth, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, it should probably have insurance in it. Yeah. So you're just doing them a favor because now they get a check and they're probably like, oh, well, I didn't even need to buy that anyway, but we're not even going to.
Exactly. I'm about to get a check, replace it and my nigga gonna handle you, so I'm gonna get that when you got back to him. Listen, I just feel like people need to just come to their common senses. Like, ain't nothing real about that. Don't make you a gangster, don't make you real. That you just publicly displayed you broke. You feel me? And you're mad that this person has something you want. What you gonna do with somebody else's name around your neck?
That's a very good question.
Weak.
Super weak. Shit's weak. Alright, so lastly, I think we should talk about these recent deaths like that we got going on like locally around here. I mean, from, you know, what was this, Roy Lee, and then this young man Walla G, like literally like just a couple hours ago, like last night. Right. Then we got Yellow Beezy, you know, with 8 pumped in him right now in the hospital as we sit here and speak. Like how do you feel about all of this?
Like, where I come from, like they say I'm pitiful, niggas die every day, B. It's fucked up, but I just feel like certain platforms, certain blog platforms make situations worse than what they are. You know what I'm saying? When certain situations take place, I don't care where you saw it. When you see it, ask yourself, am I willing to deal with the fact that I might post this and get somebody killed? You know what I'm saying? Get somebody shot. You feel me? It's like, stop posting. It's like, for some of them blogs, how you feel posting up a post that say, hey, pray for Yellow Beezy, when you got both the posts go down probably 2 weeks ago showing, oh, this one calling this one out, that one calling that one out. How you feel that now you saying, oh, pray for Yellow Beezy, he been shot? Nigga, you been posting all the, you know, sequence of events to get him shot. You know, the Roy Lee, like, who shot who had something to do with who. I don't even know these people. I know everything that's going on from your site. You feel me? So
that's word.
I do feel like a lot of them blogs, it's kind of like a catch-22 though, because you're supposed to have freedom of speech, you know, freedom to post and stuff like that. But I just feel like they should be monitored of what they put up, because it does make situations worse than what it is. Because once that shit out there on the internet, and after so many people see it, people feel, you know, like I gotta redeem myself.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something because now I'm looking like this, so I gotta get some kind of way. You know, it's gonna come back on you. Live by it, you're gonna die by it, regardless. That'll never change.
For sure. Yeah, that's crazy. And you know, like, being in media is supposed to, like, yeah, spread news, but you don't want to instigate. You know, there's a place of balance, I think, that, you know, Guch is, you know, trying to touch on. It's just like, look, we understand that, you know, you have the right to put out there what you want to put out there. And yes, you know, a lot of this is seen to be news, especially in our culture. But we gotta be mindful of the instigation and making people feel pressured to, like she said, act out. Because at the end of the day, that just might be what's happening.
It's like provoking, you know? Mm-hmm. Like they say, you instigate a situation, you feel me? A lot of this wouldn't make it as far as it's making if it wasn't for you posting it. You put it on a platform that have thousands and millions of viewers. What do you expect? You know, then you're going to put the other person's response, you feel me? Now they feel obligated to, you know, defend their name. If I'm the gangster in the streets, I can't let you post that this man called me out. Right. So I gotta do something, you know. Now this man up in the hospital, and of course they like any people close to him that mourn him. They like, oh, we know who did it, because all we gotta do is go back to this page. They said woo woo woo. Well, we gonna handle him because we know he did it. Like, come on, man. Sometimes you just gotta. You some of them platforms, I ain't gonna say who, because I don't want to put the blame, because you're not responsible. You didn't pull the trigger. It's just, you should get tired of getting blamed for all these young dudes' death, bro. You really should get tired of getting blamed for
sure. Yeah, like we have to stop shining the worst light on ourselves. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So I think we've gotten pretty heavy and deep here with you, dude. And I appreciate you going there with me. So we're going to take a whole turn back to the happy stuff and look toward the future and what we can control. So what is next for Guch? What are you trying to accomplish out here with this music thing and just everything? I'm
trying to take my music to the next level, the next platform. I definitely hope for, I'm not even going to say next year, because I want to put some more work in, but maybe the year after that, I hope to be performing on all main big stages for everybody's pride. I'm trying to be somewhat of a reality role model in the LGBT community, of somebody you can look up to that's not afraid to post their failures. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I'm working on a new album called Katrina, which is definitely going to display the ups and downs of everything I've experienced so far in this music industry, because it is not all apples and oranges. It's not even half of it. Right. You feel me? So for those who, look to get into the music industry, I want them to know what you really gonna get into. Not trying to scare them away, but I want them to know full-fledged what they have to look forward to, and the obstacles to look to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Right. So definitely gonna be looking to drop that. I say maybe March, April.
Okay. So
dope album, Katrina.
Cool.
South by Southwest.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the Austin streets cutting up. You feel me?
We will be too.
Yeah, you feel me? If you watch this interview and you don't see me in Austin, something gonna be wrong.
Right. Yes. We will all be out there in those Austin streets in March. But yeah, so as far as right now, do we have any music out right now? We want to pump to the people. Let them know what you got going.
I have the first original album I've ever released called 700. It's available on all digital platforms. That's featuring the hit single Way Up. I also just released a new EP called Tales from the Boot, which the two singles Savage and Flood Waters is on. So that's available on all digital platforms. So y'all make sure y'all go stream that, download that, whatever. Just show me some love, some support. Yes.
That's super jamming. That's kind of how she got the interview. I'm not joking, but joking. She's awesome. Go get that for sure. So is there anything else that I cut you off?
Oh, no. That's pretty all the main music. I'm available on SoundCloud. I got other music out on YouTube, different videos, different freestyles. But as far as everything that you can help me with be those albums that's available on different streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, the stuff you pay for.
For sure. So I think I've held you captive long enough. Once again, I really do appreciate you going deep with me, and I feel honored to have met you. You got a friend and fan in me for life. And we're gonna keep doing this with other people, continue to support you, and hopefully we can just spread a little bit more awareness from the inside.
Appreciate you having me.
For sure. Alrighty then, well,